Here, reporter Moloko Moloto is tracking that story live for us from Hendrina this afternoon. Hi there, Moloko. Give us a sense of just how dire the situation is in Hendrina today.
Well, Tembegile, since Monday, the residents of this small town in Mpumalanga called Hendrina and the nearby township of KwaZamukuhle were not having water from the source where they usually get water from. They get the water from this building that you see behind me. That is the Optimum Pullens Hope open cast. Essentially, this treatment water plant is owned by this particular Optimum mine, which we know that it is owned by the controversial family of the Gupta through their company, Tegeta. Now, the problem is that Tegeta in February was put under business rescue, and as a result, the company was unable to continue paying Eskom. It now owes 6 million rand to Eskom. That was confirmed by Kulu Pasiwe. So what is happening is that because there's no power going into this water treatment plant, the water treatment plant is unable to supply the residents of this small town with water. And it's been happening since Monday. Now, the municipality, we are informed, has been providing the residents with water tankers. However, on Monday and the coming days, we were informed that the water was not safe. It was dirty. You couldn't even bath, let alone consume that water. However, we were informed that it is getting better. But from here, we are certainly going into the townships to see for ourselves. But before that, let me bring into the conversation Mr. Corey Volmarans, who is a resident of Hendrina. Sir, thank you so much for joining us. Exactly how, as residents, were you inconvenienced by the water cut since Monday?
Yes, like you said, since the 24th, we didn't have any drinking water, and we had a heat wave the past week. But there's about 70,000 people that's been affected by this. So there's no clean water. The residents of Hendrina with boreholes and churches and is helping the community with clean water. In February this year, we had the same situation where Hendrina didn't have water for about 2 weeks. For the same reasons, accounts was not paid and whatever. And this is not on for our people.
This is not happening for the first time, as you are saying. But the local authorities, have they been engaging with you as residents in terms of how they intend to resolve this issue permanently?
Yes, Steve Chwete municipality did say they were busy rectifying our plant in Hendrina itself, so we can have a backup water supply from Komati. So we hope that will realize.
It's unthinkable, Mr. Volmarans, that some of us can survive without water for even a day. Now, you as residents, how have you been surviving without water since Monday?
We had to survive without the water or the little water that's available at this stage to us. But the Hendrina residents and KwaZamukuhle is standing together.
We are informed that the Optimum mine owes 6 million rand to Eskom. As a layman, I would think that perhaps it should be the municipality that takes the responsibility to provide you as residents with water, not a private entity. I mean, going forward, how would you like to see this issue being resolved so that it doesn't keep on happening?
Yes, I don't know. The municipality must come to the table at this stage to rectify this problem so that the mines that's involved here with all these problems are cut out.
Mr. Corey Volmarans is a resident of Hendrina here in Mpumalanga. Of course, the issue of water crisis, Tembegile, we understand. It's not only happening in this part of Mpumalanga. If you go further north, for instance, in Bushbuck Ridge, for many years, people have been having issues with water and many other parts of the country. The only difference is that in this case, it is not just the shortage of water. It is because Eskom has cut electricity that goes into this water treatment plant, and it is simply because somebody did not pay.
But what is at the heart of this, Moloko, is that by the time this Gupta-owned mine, which is now in financial trouble, came to the rescue of the people of Hendrina, the local municipality had failed locals.
Well, that certainly is a question that we will have to put through to the local mayor. We're going to be chatting to him later. And earlier when I was speaking on the phone with Kulu Pasiwe, the spokesperson of Eskom, he did indicate that, look, it's not that when Tegeta or the people who are in charge of the business rescue process failed to pay us as Eskom for 1 month, we decided to cut electricity. No, this has been going on for a longer period. And he indicated that this is the situation across the country. He said that municipalities actually owe Eskom at an amount of about 18 billion rand. And he was even indicating that they are going to cut electricity in some of the municipalities. In the case of Soweto, for instance, which we know that it falls under the city of Johannesburg, he pointed out that so far they have already cut 17,000 households. Those households do not have electricity. But of course, in some instances, we know that it may not be the case as here in Hendrina, where the cutting of electricity affected water supply. You will find that in some instances, as much as Eskom would have cut electricity, people still have water.
Moloko, it's starting to drizzle where you are. Let's leave it there for now. We'll touch base with you in the next hour.